I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love. I got love. Yeah, got love.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the L.A. Chargers.
Set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there in coverage. Credit Greg Newsome with getting a hand on it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now Lamar changing the look.
16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a pickup of 14, but it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Smith. He hits Blue. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone. He's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Folks' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now it's Jackson. He's got the Michigan man, Poston Loveland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Here's second and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. Jackson. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Austin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll try and run again with Blue. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
14 yards.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, crunch.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll work down inside the 45. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Toss play to the right to Blue. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's a pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Gino. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
That's another Chargers.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Middle. 75, 2 quick. 3.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Brought down at the 20.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith, eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score.
There we go, Sonoma.
And he will get in across the jump for a Chargers touchdown. Geno Smith, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Folk connects on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Colts 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Colts.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go ahead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And Jackson throwing once more. To the left side, he's got his tight end, Loveland. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts
The 3-yard line.
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2-yard line.
One more time with Hall. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. This time, Jackson will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Jaded Blue in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point.
And he is into the end zone, so they get two more on the board here just before halftime.
Chargers 25, Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will. Skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Flushed out right. Now it's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pass on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Chargers 25, Colts 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 10
First
yards.
time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He was brought down by
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go again with Blue. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Gino. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, go. Hey, here we go. Line. Check 59, cover. Hey, along the line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here is third down and 4.
There we go, Sonoma. We're good, son. Hold on.
Back to throw, Smith. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
A gain of
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Chargers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
There we go, Sonoma.
On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Second and 3.
A run once more with Hampton. And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
A gain of 4 yards. And the
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gino now to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Tuesday.
Now Smith on third and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
By
Trenton Simpson. Well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Brings up 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Brandon Ayuk. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Colts 28, Chargers 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
He was brought down by
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 9. Smith now to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them 5 yards there, and that's enough for the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's second down. Now Smith. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
First down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he gets it down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the give, this is Blue. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Smith. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Here we go. First and goal. They hand it off. It's Blue. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Smith's going to throw it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now there's the timeout. Signal for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. On the carry, this is Blue. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Ready.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just